everybody. Welcome to another episode of Odd Rob. So what do you think, Yoshi? Where are we going to be? What do you think we'll be doing today?
Well, it looks like we're going to be throwing something at some targets. Hatchets?
Not hatchets. It's not the Hatchet Lounge. It is actually
The Axe.
Axe Lounge. Right over there. We're going to be going inside, meeting with Jace and Sam, who are the owners of it, and going to have a good time. And who knows? If we're lucky, maybe even throw some axes.
This is going to be fun. Definitely going to be.
And safe.
Absolutely safe.
All right, Yosh, what do you say? You ready to go on in?
Let's go see what's happening in the Axe Lounge.
Absolutely. Let's
right.
go. I am so excited to be here with Sam and Jace. What made you decide to get into indoor axe throwing?
So a couple of years back, we went on a little weekend getaway up in Burlington, Vermont. And one of the random things we did up there, wasn't planned or anything, but we went and we threw some axes. We had a blast. We got home a few months later. I couldn't stop thinking about it. To do a lot of woodworking, a lot of the stuff around here, coffee bar to the tables to the front, is all stuff that me and Sam have built, or mostly me. She's handsome and handsome. We felt there's a gap. There's just something missing from what was locally, and we wanted to bring that here and make it a little bit more accessible. It felt like it was a very macho man, like only tough people were doing it, or hyper competitive people, where we wanted to make it a little bit more accessible to everybody around.
Beginner friendly.
Well, with what I've been seeing, you certainly seem to be on the right track for that. People seem to want that more than necessarily competition with everything. So how wonderful to be like a family and just have fun. That's what it's all about.
And that's what's cool about this place, is you can be a couple of 20-year-old college guys come in here and have a good time, and we've had groups of 10-year-old girls have a great time, and everything in between. There's nobody feels left out, nobody feels out of place here.
What makes the Axe Lounge, what makes your axe throwing place, what makes yours different?
So I'd say it's our approach to it, our approach to the coaching. We've taken a lot of the places around have hyper competitive throwers throwing at the top level. It's not something that me and Sam can't do, or we couldn't compete at. But it's not been what our focus has been on. Our focus has been on figuring out the easiest way for people to stick an axe. Taking into account, physical limitations, the timing. Like, we put a lot of work into understanding the physics of this. I mean, we've had actual physics teachers, people that work in the field, come in here and help us understand what's going on past just the body motion. About 5-7 years ago, I was a personal trainer, so I have my certificate, so I understand a little bit more of the body, with the actual biomechanics of the motion. So it's helped us really figuring out what to do different.
Also, the fact that I couldn't throw at the start, it took a lot of time to get me there. We kind of figured out our own coaching techniques and what works best and what doesn't, just based on trying to get me there. So we try to accommodate like any age group, any physical mobility range.
I say the biggest thing too is, so if you were to go to any other spot and your grandma or someone a little bit younger, or someone that doesn't want to participate but wants to watch, wants to come, this is what's different.
Yeah.
There's enough of them have a place to sit at all, with the exception of like some bar stools. It's a fun place where, even if it's not the axe, if you're in here getting the coffee and the bubble tea, or just hanging out, many of our league members come in that like kind of work from home, and they hang out in here to do their at home work. But in here, our best review we've ever gotten is that it didn't feel like going really axe throwing. It felt like having friends invite you over to teach you how to throw axe. And that's, I think,
that says it all right there.
We are the only 5-star reviewed axe throwing place in the capital region at the moment.
Yeah. Impressive.
Yeah. We worked really hard to get that, but I mean, the community, our customers, really I think it's very well earned. It's they understand the difference. Most people that get into this sport have gone to all the places, have tried all the other axe throwing places. Right on cue. I got that case. Yeah. One thing I talk about a lot whenever we're talking about business or talking about like our goals as a company, we'll get the argument a lot for these things about how the other place does this. Online fees are okay with charging the customer, or they're okay with pushing the credit card processing over to the customer, those kind of things. And our gauge is we're making sure that people are having a good time. We're really focused on that. There's no limit to what we're willing to do to make sure that their time is perfect as it can be. So
So just to let you know, they are working today. We set up a little bit ahead of time. We're trying to get this done before the league starts in another hour and a half. Sam's getting up and taking care of customers, taking care of stuff. She's out over in the
coffee bar.
coffee bar right now, and which I can smell just a little bit in between the pine. Actually, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so she's going to be taking care of that. We're going to stick here with Jace and ask a few more questions. How long have you guys been in business?
We signed the lease on this place just before July 4th of 2021. Didn't open until December 17th of 2021. So really opened our doors in business a little over a year and a couple months now.
What is your minimum age to be able to throw axes here at your establishment? And number two, are you ever too old to throw an axe?
So you're going both ways with it. So minimum age, we don't have a set minimum age. A lot of axe throwing places signed up with the same axe throwing insurance company that they all have. We went a different route and we shopped around and saw what else we could find. We found an insurance provider that said, we trust you. We're going to take that you guys are experts on this, and we're going to let you recommend what the minimum age is. And so what we've set on our website, if you give us a quick phone call, we're going to tell you 8 years. On the other end, if you're too old to throw, I think as long as you can move your arms, shoulders, you can throw.
As long as you can do it safely.
Yeah, that's the thing. As long as you can be safe with it. And you'll be surprised, it's not about power, it's about accuracy. If you think of it more like you're trying to hit a little nail with a hammer than you're trying to knock down a wall with a sledgehammer, that's really what we're doing, is we're teaching you to hit a little tiny nail with an axe. So it's not about this power and the strength, and anybody, I believe, that can do.
Take a look at the website and be familiar with some of the rules and things that they have, such as closed-toe shoes and things like that. The link to it will be down below. You guys do charity events throughout the year?
Yeah, we do. So something that's important to us. I guess kind of leaning back into that first question of why we opened in the first place, or why we're doing any of this, and why we work so hard. Our end goal, me and Sam both have an extreme love of dogs. When I was released from the military, I had a service dog. Dogs are a huge part of my life and have been since a little kid. And so we always had this little dream of whether there's a shelter or something to help, something to be a part of that world. Welcome back, Sam.
Welcome back.
Some charities that we've supported a huge amount has been Out of the Pits Pit Bull Rescue. Those that aren't familiar, highly recommend checking it out. And they do a lot of work without a shelter, so it's all foster dogs. All the dogs are ready to go, like they're in houses, being really well cared for, and they're adjusted to family life. We're doing our best to give back. We're raising money for other events, a lot of youth programs. We had a day where we had a bowling team, which is ironic because we're probably our biggest competitors, but the Mohanison local high school bowling team was in here doing a fundraiser.
Did I hear you correctly? I think I heard before my hearing goes totally gone. You mentioned something about veterans.
Veterans, yep. So I was in the Navy. I was medically discharged back in about 2012. So I've had a few injuries from that. I still need to get a few more surgeries as I'm getting more miles put on my injuries.
Understood.
So because of that, we give back a lot to the veterans as much as we can. And I think something that we've made it a point too is we actually put some of our own advertising dollars into trying to get especially veterans to hear about these programs, because that's been, I'm sure you're also an Army veteran, I'm sure it's very difficult to even find out about all these things, these amazing things that the VA and other organizations do for us. We've made it a point to try and do a free throw day for veterans. We've been working with the VA to actually have them come in with some of their counselors and whatnot to make sure that everybody's able to do it, and that we're taking kind of extra care of them when they're in here and give them a little bit more private experience. We do that on a day where we're closed to the public, so that's just only veterans and their family.
That's fantastic. A lot of community stuff. All right, so you have a league here.
We sure do.
Very intriguing. How many people are, first of all, in the league?
So we got, I believe it's 42, 43, somewhere there. Well, we're also in it, so I don't know if we count ourselves in that. So those that are familiar with the sport and are familiar with axe throwing are going to have some questions about our leagues for sure. Because a World Axe Throwing League, which is, while we do follow a lot of their rules, we don't follow their league rules. So they run 8-week leagues, we run a 12-week league. So we try to do it, extend it out a little bit longer. Our league isn't so much set up to be competitive. Our goal isn't just a competition. It was really to give the people that want to throw a lot a chance to throw a lot. We're running for 12 weeks, Monday and Wednesday nights from 6 to 10 p.m. It's not a firm on the 6 to 10 p.m. part either. We're that same what we've been talking about with customer service and trying to make this accessible.
Community, family, belonging. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And this is a very comfortable place. Absolutely.
That was our goal.
Thank you for being so open and forthcoming, and what a wonderful place this is. Thank you so much, Jace and Sam, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting that safety
The little safety talk.
before we throw, and Yoshi and I can get out there and maybe throw a little bit.
We'll throw some stuff at the wall and see what sticks.
All right, that works. All right, thank you.
I do think Yoshi brought his own axe today.
He did. What do you think, Yoshi? Ready?
I'm all set.
Yeah.
Not bad. You can see how that ceiling gets hit sometimes.
Yeah.
Just about right. So now we can work on the rotation. Rotation's out there. You gotta
Almost.
come on.
At least the blade's getting in there. Okay. Nice.
Dang, very good throw. I was hoping we could do that. Not bad. Now that one we're not worried about it sticking at all with him. But you felt that elbow leaning up?
Yeah.
So the next one we're just gonna do the same thing. It's gonna be a little bit more up.
More relaxed to the back.
Yeah.
Okay, Yosh.
Not bad actually. Yeah, orange lies the spot.
All right. So listen, what a great time that we had with Sam and Jace. Wonderful place. You get a chance, come on down. Remember, stay safe, stay well, and as always, stay on! Yeah!